On today's episode of Spellz, you'll need a sewing thimble and a deck of cards. Get ready to have some fun. Hi, welcome to Spellz. I'm Bridget.
And I'm Jay. Hey, Bridget, do you mind if I patter about patter?
If you water about water?
Patter. Patter are the words a magician says when performing a trick. And sometimes the magician says them to distract the audience.
Cool.
Do you want to see an example? Or maybe not an example, maybe for instance, or maybe I can show you something that sort of reflects or shows the idea. I'm doing it right there, see? That's patter. I distracted you with my words and you didn't notice me hide a coin in your ear.
Very impressive.
Did I ever tell you I went on an elephant ride?
No.
I rode an elephant once. It was very big, had a short little tail, long legs, and I'm doing it again. I'm distracting you with my words so you don't see me make the coin I pulled out of your ear vanish.
Well, Jay, thanks for pattering about patter. Not only was it fun, but I also learned something.
Very impressive, Bridget.
Let's make some magic.
Bridget, for this next amazing trick, I need either a lime green lollipop, a thimble, or a freshly combed weasel. Do you happen to have any of that?
I have the thimble.
Oh, great. That'll be good. Good. Okay, good. That'll be fine. Now watch. It seems like a pretty solid thimble, but I'm going to try to make the thimble melt right through the back of my hand. Just like that. In fact, I can make the thimble not just come up through my hand, I can make it jump all the way from my hand. Oh, and tickly. Right under my armpit. Are you sure you don't have the weasel?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is how you do it. It looks like I put the thimble in my hand, but I actually bend my finger into my hand and kind of pull off the thimble with my thumb. All right? Like that. The key to this is to try to kind of cover this small action in a larger natural action. So as I sort of come back here, I kind of make a little bit of a loose fist. I go in like that, okay? So I'm here and I'm there. The first part where it melts through my hand, I'm here, sort of gesture with both hands, then apparently put it in, but again, it's being slipped in to the hand, right here with the thumb. I tap my finger once on the back, then sort of turn the hand so everyone looks at here, tap here, and when everyone's looking at here, I put my finger back in, steal the thimble back out, and boom. So it looks like this and like that. To make it go under my armpit, or I could have it appear at my elbow or out of my ear, wherever I want, I just do the exact same, what's called a false transfer, because it looks like I'm putting it in the hand, but I keep it back in the thumb. Make it vanish, and now I can put my hand under my arm, and when it's under my arm, again, I just close my fingers in, get the thimble on, and pull it out.
And that's the difference between the fibula and the tibia. Now, on to fractions.
It'll be pretty good.
Mr. Sankey!
Yes.
Mr. Sankey! Were you talking in my class?
Yes, sorry, Miss Hall.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Not a clue.
I'm going to teach you a lesson about silence in magic. It's time for a movie.
All right, I love movies.
Please be quiet, Mr. Sankey. In the early 1900s, when magicians performed, they usually always spoke. But magician Horace Golden decided to do something completely different. Golden, the whirlwind illusionist, presented a magic act at a super fast speed. No time for talking. It was all performed in complete silence. Golden's fast-paced, silent style of magic became really popular, but many magicians were upset because they couldn't perform in such a speedy and silent way as Golden.
Wow.
Yes, wow indeed. Apparently Golden's act bothered one magician in particular, P.T. Selbit, who wrote,
And I quote, "In the first 15 minutes on the English stage, Golden did more magic and mischief than many others do in a lifetime. As for me, I like silence, especially in my classroom."
Sorry, Miss Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Sankey.
Bridget, do these look like very sensitive hands?
No.
They are sensitive hands. Look, I'll prove it to you. Grab the deck of cards, give it a bit of a shuffle.
Okay.
I want to make sure that there's no way I could know the order of the cards in that pack. Okay, now watch. I told you I had sensitive hands. Look, they're so sensitive, I can just get a sense. I think that card's a black card. I think it's a two of spades.
That's right.
And I think the next one is a joker. And I think the next one is a red. It's a queen, a king. It's king of hearts, I think.
Yeah.
And I think the next one is, I think, maybe a four diamonds.
Yeah.
I told you. Sensitive hands. Here's how you do it. The secret to the trick begins with knowing the bottom card of the pack. All right? So you give the cards to someone. You say, give me a shuffle. The person gives them a shuffle. Maybe while they're shuffling, you have a joke to tell about a duck or maybe a lion. Who knows, right? Once they've given them a shuffling, take the cards back and you give a little peek. You could even say, so you've shuffled all the cards, right? Turning the cards up and you can see the bottom card. It's easy then. Say, watch, and you put the cards behind your back. Now, I'll turn around to show you. Since I know the bottom card is the Jack of Clubs, when I put my hands behind my back, I move the Jack of Clubs to the top of the deck.
Okay.
Then when I bring the cards forward, I say, I think that's the Jack of Clubs. When I bring them up to show them to the person who's looking at them, I get a little peek at the six of spades.
Right.
Then I go behind my back, I grab the six of spades, I move that to the top of the deck. Then I come forward again, I say, this next one I think is the six of spades. And I continue like that. However, there's something you should keep in mind. You don't want them to see you looking at the card. I think this one's the six of spades, and you're looking like that. You want to use your peripheral vision, which means to see sort of out the side of your eye. So when I get the next one going, I know it's, say, and here's the king of clubs. And now my peripheral, I can see the next one is the nine of spades. Then I see the nine of spades, move forward like that. And my peripheral, I see is the 10 of diamonds, and so on.
So how do you know when to stop? Like, how many times should you do it?
Yeah, that's a really good question. You do it until they look suitably impressed, and then stop right away.
Ace of clubs. Joker. Nine of clubs.
Performing this trick is a great way to practice your peripheral vision. And that means the stuff you see on the sides out of the corner of your eye. In fact, professional magicians do a lot of stuff with their peripheral vision. So, Bridge, what do you have for us today?
Well, today I have some magic prompt cards. These are really great because while performing, there's a lot going on in your mind. You have to remember a lot of stuff. So this is a great way to make a little list of all the magic tricks you're going to do, just so it's a little easier.
So you gave each magic trick its own little title, and then put them in a list so that way you know which one's next and all that.
Exactly.
Great idea.
So you're going to need some construction paper, and then also just another piece of paper. It can be white or any color you want, blue, pink, anything. And you're gonna glue it on. And you gotta make sure that the white paper is a little smaller than the blue, so you got the little border around. Okay. I always like that. And then you can just decorate. These are some foam letters that I found, and they're great because they have a little bit of adhesive at the back, so they're kind of sticky. And I'm gonna make magic. And then I also found these little kind of glitter pens, like this one right here. They're called glitter glue. And then you can just squeeze some out.
Now it's glue, so does that dry or does it stay sticky?
Well, it starts sticky and then it dries afterwards. So you gotta leave it out to dry for a little bit. And then here are some gel pens that you can use, and I like to just make my list with that. And then you can write the names of your tricks. So on here we've got busted banana as the first one.
Whoa, I can just imagine that trick.
And one more thing you can always make are patter cards. These patter cards are really great because it just gives little things you can say. So say things like, hello everyone, I'm the friendly whiz that is. Just different things like that. And yeah, these are always great because then you don't have to worry about what you have to say. It's already there.
Oh, this stuff is really helpful.
Thanks for joining us today. So Jay, any last words on patter?
Well, actually, I think I'm a little battered out.
Why don't you say so? Hope this tea helps.
Thanks, Bridget. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.
I take an ordinary dime. You can look at it. I place it on my palm or hand, and I weigh my hand over it. 1, 2, 3.